Joining us now, Democratic Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger of Virginia, former CIA case officer who serves on the Intelligence Committee, and she's announced she's a candidate for governor in Virginia. Congresswoman, what did Senator Tuberville achieve in that year of protest?
Well, he achieved a degradation of our national security. He achieved sending a clear message to our adversaries that one single person can disrupt military readiness and the very function of the United States military. He continues to have a hold on four-star general and admirals, the commander of the Pacific Fleet, the commander of U.S. Cyber Command. It is extraordinary that a United States senator would hold for months and months and months the promotion into vital national security and military roles, the 425 military members who have now been released from that hold and are now able to have that promotion. But he continues to wreak havoc on the command of our military with the ongoing holds, and he has only achieved damage to our national security and, frankly, to the morale and function of our military.
And their spouses and their kids. The Justice Department has filed its first war crimes charges during the Ukraine war against 4 Russians accused of torturing an American. The 4 who remain at large, allegedly interrogated, tortured, threatened to kill the victim, even holding a mock execution. Do you think these Russians will ever be held responsible and pay for their crimes?
I have full faith in the United States Justice Department and their ability to bring these individuals to justice. The fact that they are pursuing these crimes is extraordinarily important as we continue to bring to light the atrocities committed by Russians and by Vladimir Putin's armies against Americans or against Ukrainians on the ground in the war that they continue to perpetuate against the Ukrainian people. This is why it is extraordinarily important that the United States Congress move forward with our support to our Ukrainian partners as they continue the on-the-ground fighting against Vladimir Putin's Russia, the Russian army, and those who have perpetuated war crimes against Ukrainians and also Americans.
And that aid is more doubtful than ever. The president's going to speak shortly about it, we're told. Meanwhile, Kevin McCarthy, what do you make of that?
Well, Kevin McCarthy certainly was chief among those who played a vital role in rehabilitating Donald Trump's reputation. It was shortly after the January 6th attack that former Speaker McCarthy was on the House floor speaking very plainly and frankly about the culpability and the horror of that day and Donald Trump's role in it. And it was just a few short days later that he traveled down to Mar-a-Lago in order to be part of an effort to rehabilitate the reputation of a president who had led an insurrection against the United States of America. He